It's pretty amazing, Philip. Everywhere you look in Warsaw, there are those reminders of what this country's gone through.
Well, it's the reminders not just in the history, and you're going back to the Second World War and all the rest of it, but the equipment we're seeing here is back to the good old Soviet bloc days. This is all old Russian equipment, or in some of the places we're seeing at the moment, current Russian equipment that's being used.
Philip, given Poland's history, can you understand the concern and the worry that's going on here in Poland at the moment?
Oh, 100%. And the Ukrainian people and the Polish people are very similar. They're very similar in their thinking. They're very similar in the backgrounds. There's over 1 million Ukrainians living and working normally inside Poland. They are a very close people in what they're doing, and for them now to find themselves actually at the front line, the front edge of NATO against an aggressor who is proving that he wants to attack countries, is something that you will be focusing the Polish politicians and the Polish military, which is why we're seeing so many people joining the reserves. It's within the Polish psyche. They're up for it.
Do you think Russia could actually force NATO into this war if it continues to bomb Ukraine?
I think there's going to become a point where the civilian casualties are going to get to a level where NATO, EU leaders, other global leaders are going to find it unacceptable. I think that if Vladimir Putin starts to escalate the horrors that he's imposing on the population in any way and starts to use chemical weapons or radiological or nuclear weapons or anything else, then that's crossing a line. The difficulty is with that, and from a theoretical perspective, it sounds a simple decision. Zelensky has asked for us to close their skies, and therefore we should close their skies. But as soon as we get involved in there, the tens of thousands of casualties and the millions of refugees that we have coming out of Ukraine would turn into hundreds of thousands of casualties or millions of casualties through the rest of Europe and tens of millions of refugees. This would become World War III.
If the West and NATO let Putin effectively take control of Ukraine, aren't you letting the bully have what he wants?
Oh, 100%. And we did that in 2014. And Putin has been sitting watching what's been going on in the West and watching the reaction to what he's been doing in different things around the world. He watched the debacle of the international community withdrawing, I would say being thrown out of Afghanistan by the Taliban. He watched the political implications of that and thought that, well, the United States is going to focus on America first. Joe Biden's not going to want to do anything else. The EU is falling apart. NATO is an also-ran organisation that's in there. Now is my time to do this. I don't think he predicted that everyone would come together so quickly.
Hello, I'm Tom Steinfort. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au, as well as the 9Now app.